This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote the
All
script.
right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 289. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jim.
No Blake this week. No Blake.
Called away on an emergency bombing mission, I think it was.
Sure, we're going with that.
Is Black available?
I am black. We didn't charge him last week. I'm dying. So we need to charge him into the power outlet over there, and he'll be okay.
That's
So-
the GIMP.
Oh, sorry. What is he doing to the black? That is
Wait,
not good.
Black's just from like
Yeah, Black.
Black's a foreigner. Blakebot's the robot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got them confused. Blake Black is not here. He's been detained at the border. He talked to Mike Pence. But Blake Bot's over in the corner, and the GIMP's doing something nasty to him. Don't let it become sentient. It's bad. It's bad. GIMP, you better watch it.
Trump told Black to go back to his own country.
And he's like, I got nowhere else to go.
But I'm a citizen. This is my own country. I mean, but I'm citizen. This is my own country.
Oh, welcome everybody.
Down the hall.
Did we do this? I'm Jason.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, okay. One day we will have all four of us back together again. Maybe at the Expo. September 20th through the 22nd. Cincinnati Convention Center, Cincinnati, Ohio. Anyways, so first off, want to start off well. Happy birthday to Meow God. Meow. Happy birthday
Meow.
to you. Happy birthday
Meow.
to you. Happy birthday.
Meow.
Meow God.
I'm pretty sure it's his 185th birthday.
He looks young.
Yes.
He doesn't look a day over 112.
He just used that meditation to keep himself young.
Well, he did have the Dalai Lama talk to him, so he's got
Yes.
that going for him. The good news,
Gunga, galunga, lunga.
the good news is the Happy Birthday song we can sing because fuck you, it's now.
It's now in public domain.
Yes, so suck it. Steamboat Willie, I think, is going to be in public domain soon too, right? Or did Disney fight for that?
Disney probably fought for that. When did Walt die? No, it won't even be anywhere soon.
61. I thought Steamboat. I'm going to check on that later.
Well, I thought 80. I had an argument with Scab Jeff over the weekend. He said it was 70 years.
I thought it was 70 years.
Okay. But it's the creator's life plus 70 years.
Is it?
Yeah. Now, granted, I don't think that things... Because when Steamboat Willie was made, it wasn't that. That was what, I think, in the 90s,
Yeah.
they changed the law to. Where...
So maybe we get it back?
No.
I just want yakety sax to be public domain.
They went ahead and they keep grandfathering things in, saying, "Oh yeah, you're not going." And I'm like, no, it should go the other way. It's when the work of art was written or created, should go by what the law at the time is then.
Yes, I agree.
You can't change it, stupid Sonny Bono. That's the only reason he got elected into Congress, so he can make a law so he can make more money.
He deserved the tree. He got hit with the tree, right?
Oh, he hit the tree.
Got hit with a tree?
Yeah, somebody picked up the tree and just smacked him with it. I just said
I'm pretty sure it was Solomon Grundy.
Oh, crush car. I just sent a text to our Disney aficionado for Steamboat Willie, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
He's in Canada this week, though.
I saw that. They're watching the water fall.
Yes, they are. Number one fan is up there. It's a lot of water.
So I assume he's up there hanging out with Nickel?
Yes. And Scott from the Pop Culture Cafe.
You mean our Canadian of the Year?
Canadian of the Year, that's right. I just got a text back, told you. You text him about Disney, he's going to respond. 2024, it's public domain. Steamboat Willie.
Wow.
So there you go. So in 2024, it's going to be called the Hobie Steamboat Willie podcast, just to spite them. And our logo is going to be Steamboat Willie holding a light bulb. That's it.
Nice.
Work on it, Jeff. Because you know why?
Steamboat Willie getting butchered by Jason.
Hi, guys, I'm Steamboat Willie.
I'm one of the first talkie cartoons there ever was.
Hey.
Did you say talkie cartoons?
I said
Yeah,
talkie
Copper, you
cartoons.
got a talkie over there.
We are talking the 20s here, Jace.
Is it the 20s?
Isn't
Yeah.
that what Steamboat
Well, I guess
Willie
it was
was?
2020. Wow. Okay. Anyways, anything going on with you guys? Did you see any movies?
No.
Any movies, Jim?
No, I was going to go see yesterday, but didn't make it.
Okay. When were you going to go see it?
Sunday.
Oh, okay. Not yesterday.
No.
Oh. I wanted to go see Stuber, and my wife and I were actually going to go see it just for like a lighthearted movie, and we could not get a babysitter, so they were all booked.
The intern said it was really funny.
We did get a comment from Jason, not me, a different Jason. He said it was enjoyable, and he said if you like the rock the comedies by like that star The Rock, he's like
the other guys?
yeah. What's the other ones? When he's the fat kid, CIA with Kevin Hart.
Oh, I never saw that. I don't know.
But you know what I mean, those type of comedies. He said if you like those or you think those are enjoyable, he's like, it's the same thing with Stuber. It's enjoyable.
Yeah,
Nothing great.
Yeah, the intern's wife, and a couple of their friends went and had a sneak preview last week on Wednesday with it, and they were happy. They enjoyed it. And
I think it looks fun.
Yeah.
I think it looks fun. It did not do well.
He said it's not like great cinema or anything, but it was enjoyable and funny.
It was good for a free trip to the cinema.
Yeah.
They said the reason Stuber did not do as good is the marketing was not as good because it was a victim of the Disney-Fox merger. And so Disney was just like, put it out. And so just be done with it.
Well, I saw where Bautista's next movie was pushed back.
Was it?
Yeah. It's supposed to be in August, and I think they're talking about pushing it back to next year.
Why?
Because they think it might be too close to a similar. He's a spy or whatever in the one with the like his neighbor's daughter or something, and they thought it just seemed too close to Stuber to be released like a month after Stuber.
Ugh. Great. Come on, Bautista. Did you see the big news today? Thor 4 is going ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not see
Chris
that.
Hemsworth is on.
Yep.
On board.
I saw something about that like yesterday.
And who's the director?
It's going to be
Same director.
yeah.
Oh,
Taika
Taika
Yeah.
Now Waititi.
Yeah.
Who's hilarious. If you ever see interviews with him, he's hilarious. But yeah, he's on board, and they got Chris Hemsworth. There was a rumor, I think we actually talked about it, that Chris Hemsworth actually signed a new contract at Avengers after the Thor Ragnarok one. Because he had the Avenger movies, the Infinity Gauntlet thing.
Yeah.
And then his contract was up, and he signed a new one after Ragnarok.
He wanted to do more. Again,
Yeah.
he will be in.
Yeah, is he going to be in Guardians 3?
I think he will. They said it will not be called Asgardians.
Yeah, it won't be called Asgardians of the Galaxy.
Which would be hilarious.
Because people were tweeting out, and like Kevin Feige's like, no, don't worry.
Yeah. It'll be called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They established how they were going to name that.
I was watching YouTube, and they showed the videos of the outtakes of Ragnarok, and they showed the extended scene of the actors of when they're watching the death of Loki, and it's Matt Damon playing Loki.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And playing Thor was
Who was that?
the other Hemsworth.
Liam.
No.
Luke.
Is that his name? the one from Westworld?
Yes.
Liam Crescent. I don't know, someone. The one that was not in Red Dawn.
Yes.
Liam was in Red Dawn?
I don't know.
And,
I don't know.
Because then they showed a video of just recently of it was Matt Damon was down in Australia visiting Chris Hemsworth, and there's a video of he's holding like a little bow and arrow, and Hemsworth was making fun of him, his movie that he was in where he played the archery guy. It looked like a Japanese type movie.
Robin Hood.
No.
The Wall.
The Wall
The
one?
Wall, yeah.
The
Which
Great Wall
did
or
not
whatever?
get good reviews.
No.
Yeah, so he was making fun of him about that, and he shot like it was a little paper, like shot it at him, and he just catches it midair. Then he threw it back at him, and then they turned and it was sticking out of Matt Damon's head.
Who knew that after Good Will Hunting you would like Matt Damon more than Ben Affleck?
Me?
Oh. Really?
After watching Good Will Hunting, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Ben Affleck.
I don't dislike him, but I definitely love Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
You know what? The character that Ben Affleck played in Good Will Hunting was slightly annoying.
Yeah, I thought Vince Vaughn should play him.
Oh,
So that he'd been very annoying.
God.
Well, that's the thing is, Ben Affleck's character wasn't as annoying as Casey Affleck's character.
In everything. Fuck that guy.
Nah, Casey Affleck was good in.
You say the assassination of Jesse James, I'm going to smack you.
No, I was going to. What was the movie that Ben Affleck directed?
The one he won his Oscar for?
Yes.
Gone Girl.
No.
No.
The Town?
The Town.
No.
No.
The one in Iran.
Manchester by the Sea.
Gone Baby Gone or something. It's
Well, Manchester by the Sea is the one he won his
Okay.
This
Academy
is
Award
awful.
for,
We
isn't
are
it?
awful.
Gone Baby
Anyways.
Gone. I thought
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah.
like a movie that Ben Affleck did.
We're a pop culture podcast. We're like,
it had like
maybe.
Melissa Leo and Michelle Monaghan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
We are
I haven't seen
awful.
The Town either.
I seen The Town. Yeah. It was okay. We're an awful show right now. On the positive, Blake's not here. I love Last Jedi. How great is that fucking film?
Best Star Wars movie ever
Best,
made.
one of the best Star Wars movies
It
ever.
was in my top films of the 2010s.
Yeah. Love Last Jedi. Love it. How do you think, Blake? I really like it too. I don't know what I've been thinking. I watched it this weekend. I really loved it. Well, good job, Blake.
Thanks, Black.
I can't do a Black impression. Go ahead, Jeff. Go. Do it.
What? I can't do it under pressure.
Oh, okay. Under
Dum, dum,
pressure.
dum,
I
dum,
can.
dum,
Here we
dum.
go.
Pressure.
I'm Black. Yes, I loved that film.
Good job.
Thank you, Black.
I got my first. I got a Kickstarter game this week. Throw a burrito. From the guys that did Angry Kittens or Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens.
And it's been a lot of fun. I have a 3, 5, and 9-year-old, and all of us, my wife and I and the kids, love it. It's awesome. The 3-year-old actually can hit the other kids a lot better because there's basically you're trying to get 3 of a kind, and everybody goes at the same time. There's really no turns. So you have a discard pile and a regular pile, your draw pile, and you get 5 cards, and then there's 15 in the draw pile, and you pull it. Each time, and you got to drop one. So you got to have 5 cards in your hand at all time. The person next to you, on the right of you, every time they discard goes to your pile. So, and they're not in a row. It's just all mixed in. So you just kind of grab whatever card. But there's 3 type of burrito. There's a burrito war, That means everybody grabs a squishy burrito and throws it immediately, except for the person that put the cards down. A burrito duel, like the Old West, you back to back, and then you take 3 steps and throw. And my 3-year-old is amazing at that. I think it says low Sarah gravity. And then there's a burrito something else. And that's when 2 people automatically have to throw it at each other. So it's a fun game. And so I highly recommend it. It's not out yet.
I still can't believe that your wife was on board with you getting a game where your kids throw things around.
It was okay. They're soft. They're squishy. Not the kids, the burritos. And so everybody's pretty good. We have to do the duels in the hallway. The wars are pretty quick, so they're just like right across the table at each other. But it's a fun game. I recommend it. And I got the Kickstarter. I paid extra for the Kickstarter version, so I got 2 more burritos. So you can play up to 8 people, I think. So, and you get the extra sets of cards and that. So when it comes out, I highly recommend it if you like the Exploding Kittens game.
If you like throwing things at people.
If you want to see a really bad picture of the box that it came in, go to Jason's Twitter page.
Was it not good?
You can only see barely half of the box.
Well, I guess I should probably do that better then. I was getting set up, and my kids are like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm trying to show people what we got."
That's why I commented on and said, "Oh, I see your photography skills are as good as your in-person."
Well, I played the role of Blake and ignored you and didn't see it. Maybe I did see it. Anyways, because we got that, we got Exploding Kittens that we've had, and they also made You Got Crabs. That one's kind of fun. Jeff, you played that with us. Did you like it? Did you like
all right.
it? Yeah.
Do you have crabs?
I do not have crabs.
Jeff and I are pretty good at it.
Well, we're better than my sister and your wife.
Yes, because it's a team game. So it's a good time. So there's my throw burrito. I guess it would be out probably end of the year. It actually got delivered 6 or 8 weeks early. They got it done quick.
What? A Kickstarter
Have you ever seen
early?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying it's a big thing. Kickstarter never comes early. So
Wow.
there you go. That was exciting. Anything for you? Anything? Nothing? I'm seeing Spider-Man tomorrow.
I already saw it.
Yeah, I know you did. I know.
It was good.
Can't believe you have yet to see it.
I know. Shazam came out today on Blu-ray.
I've already seen it.
Did you?
Yeah, we saw it in the theater.
Did you? Do you recommend it?
Yes.
I highly recommend it.
Highly recommend.
I think I might buy it if I get it cheap enough online because my kids have really wanted to see it. I feel everybody that has seen it said it's a good family film, so it's not really dark.
It's comparable to Wonder Woman, for DC movies.
Okay, in quality.
Yeah.
Okay, and I got Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman.
I saw that there were like 3 endings they had set up for it.
For Shazam?
For Shazam. But pretty much part of it was that Henry Cavill was too busy filming something else and couldn't get there to
do Superman.
To do the Superman scene at the end. And trying to think and then the other one was where they all go right, like something happens and they run outside and turn into the superheroes and go.
The Captain Marvel family.
Yeah.
They spoiled that in the commercial for the Blu-ray.
Did they really?
Yeah. They all joined the staff or whatever, and they all turned.
Oh.
And you knew it was coming anyways, because in the comic books and that, they're like that.
See, I didn't know it was coming because I didn't read any of the newer iterations of Captain Marvel. So
the new one's better, and I think Bendis did it at the end of Justice League comic books. It's better, but I still am not a huge fan of the character in the comic books. I think he's kind of cheesy.
But I mean, I knew like Freddie and Mary got like powers or whatnot, but
because I think the dog even does too, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't remember on that.
I think the dog.
I think I remember the dog was
one of the superheroes at it.
Yeah,
I know in the books. I think that it did at one time. Supposedly, you
can write that out of the show or the movie.
Yeah. Who's the who plays him? Who plays Captain Marvel? The name
Zach Levi.
Yeah, he said that you will not see Black Adam for a couple more movies because they're starting they're starting to do a second one.
Okay.
So he said Black Adam is not in the next one, and you probably won't see him for a couple.
No, I'm fine. I heard people talking about that they were suspecting Black Adam to be coming.
Yeah. The thing is, though,
well, I mean, they talked about doing Black Adam before they even did Captain Marvel too.
Yeah. Who is Shazam's
Shazam.
villains? Who's Shazam's villains?
The guy from the first movie.
Okay, besides him, I mean, I really don't know. I don't know much
creepy
about
old
Shazam.
guy in the
van?
In the van.
Shazam 2. I'm going after the child predators. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. I'm teaming up with Shazam this week. Would you like to have a seat? Hey, Shazam, come here.
Hey, I'm Kevin Spacey. I didn't do it. Yeah, you never framed me, coppers.
I'm Harvey Weinstein.
Oh.
I did do
I'm
it.
just catching the child predators. Hi, Billy Batson. Won't you come here? Shazam! I didn't do it.
So your name is Little Boy Fucker 6969. Who did you come to see? Billy Bastion.
I came to see Shazam.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a big adult, right?
Yeah. So haha, you don't have me now, do ya? Would you turn back into Billy? I can't. Damn it! He's gotta go now. He's free. He's free to go.
Can you turn back to Billy? Yeah, please. I can't get harder. You look like that.
Ah.
Send your complaints to Jim at Graphic Novice.
There's that.
That's a very interesting court case.
There's that nude scene you don't want to see in a movie.
Shazam
No one-
nude scene.
Oh, they meant Chris Hansen. Woo. Anyways, moving on. We had a Twitter poll this week.
We did.
You can find us at Bad Ideas Podcast. Follow us. You can also see us on Facebook on the History of Bad Ideas. Give us a like there. We appreciate it. We give you a lot of update news for pop culture and movie news. What next Marvel film are you most excited about seeing? We have Black Widow, The Eternals, Shang-Chi, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. These are the ones confirmed. Obviously, Thor 4 came out before, or was announced after this poll went out. So this is the final vote.
Hasn't Black Widow 2 been confirmed? Or not Black Widow, Black Panther 2 been confirmed?
Actually, it might be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to do different, actually.
I'm just saying, I just thought it had been confirmed. So I
it
just
may
wanted to make
have.
sure.
The only reason I put Guardians of the Galaxy as the only sequel here is because I know a lot of people like. That's probably the most
because
popular.
that's the one you wanted.
You know what? I'm actually excited to see Shang-Chi.
Ah.
It's different, and I kind of want to see different things out there. So Eternals, I have no desire. I'll see it, but I have no desire to.
Yeah, that. You're getting farther and farther away from what I like about comic books.
That's the one
Yeah.
I voted for.
Is it?
Yes.
We had a decent amount of votes. In last place, 18%, Jim's the Eternals.
Yes.
In third place, 21%, Shang-Chi. And this actually surprised me. Winning 34% to 26%, Black Widow over Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's the one I voted for.
It's a prequel.
No, spoiler alert, no duh.
Okay, it's been re-released in theaters. We can officially say, fuck the spoilers. Sorry, Michael. Anyway, I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Is it going? I'm thinking Galaxy or Guardians is going to be a very search for Spock type of feel for Gamora.
Gamora.
That's what I'm thinking. So
Yeah, that'll be something that disappoints me if Gamora is actually findable.
she's going to be.
She should be dead, along with everybody else who came.
I agree. Who came? Oh my God!
Who came through the
Thank
rift
you.
with Thanos. Spoiler alert.
Black Widow could be really good if they go a little bit darker with it. I'm not saying you have to be R, but you could be.
I'm saying they should be R.
I'm saying it should be R.
I agree, but they're not going to. I would be okay if it's a Ronin film is after there too.
Yeah,
is out there.
I'd like that too.
Oh,
Honestly,
a
Black
what
Widow-
film?
Ronin.
Okay, I think you said rodent, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is he referring to? A rodent
Mouse
film?
Mouse Guard.
Mouse Guard.
Oh, Mouse Guard. We talked about that.
Hey,
last week.
I finished it. Really good book.
Could I borrow that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good book. My son's reading it now, so you can. I'll have it for you next week.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. The first it was fall 1152. It gets a good setup. It's not earth shattering, but it's well done. I enjoyed it. I want to know more about the world.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's a quick read too. The world.
I'm hoping somebody does pick it up.
Yeah. Well, we had the correct. I think we have corrections later on for this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do some listener feedback.
Do you know what that sound is?
Paper shaking.
Yes.
All right.
Do you know what it means?
It means it's time for the bomb listener feedback.
Yes. Brought to you by Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator. Ching. Okay. First, we have from Doug.
Number one fan.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
8 hands.
7.
Beat me to it.
Oh, I have to describe what he shared with us because it was on Twitter. It was a little meme, and he says, "I love that Jason was force choked by Jar Jar. What is the rest of Hobie's fate?"
So, go ahead and explain what this is, Jim.
It's a chart that has your month and the first letter of your name on what is your Star Wars fate, and they have something different for your birth month, and then something different for the first letter of your name. And, of course, mine and Jeff's is going to be exactly the same thing.
Like every single one of these type memes are.
So, August, you're married to...
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh! I'd rather be force choked
We're
by...
both
Jar Jar.
married to him.
He was married first, so mine doesn't count.
Good call.
No, mine was dissolved by...
Jim, don't look. Pick a month you want to be born in.
I'll do February.
You were frozen in carbonite by Jar Jar Binks. Much better fate than being married to him.
Well, we can do our middle names, Jeff.
Yeah, let's do our middle names.
We were married to Kylo Ren.
Woohoo!
Much better. Doug, number one fan, it was trained in the Force by Luke Skywalker. Well, screw you.
Yeah, screw you, Doug. Jim, we can pick our last name. Maybe that'll be different for us,
Okay,
too.
so we were married to Jabba the Hutt.
It's not much better. Did anyone know when Blake was born?
Before me?
I'm assuming it's September.
Okay, your home planet is blown up by Yoda. I like it. That's what we're going with.
Way to go, Blake.
I did like November was trapped in an ice cave.
Yeah, the birth months, they were January, hand chopped off by, February, frozen in carbonite by, March, force choked by, April, your father turns out to be, May, kissed by, June, ship shot down by, July, trained in the force by, August, married to, September, your home planet is planted up by, October, you are secretly in love with, November, trapped in an ice cave with, and December, killed in a lightsaber duel with.
So on Twitter, send us your birthday, and we'll tell you what the Star Wars fate is.
Or you can just look it up online yourself.
Yes, but we're trying to get people to our Twitter.
Oh.
At Bad Ideas Podcast. We're also on nerdly.co.uk. Good day, Governor. Danger Entertainment. Tangent Pound Network. We be geeks.
Okay, next we have from Randall Holt. Couples who sit on the same side of the booth in restaurants. ... No or hell no?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
It is annoying to watch. Almost as annoying as people making out at the restaurant.
Yeah, that's more annoying.
Yes. There should be a special place in hell for that.
I think there is.
Is there?
Yep.
Dante's eighth ring of eighth
Something
ring
like that.
Okay, sounds good.
I think they're there with the pedophiles.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Hi, I'm Billy.
Okay, from Cult of Domesticity. The only television I watched recently is Below Deck Medical. So thoughts on the chef and which cast member will be fired? Also, if they're fired, who would you replace them with?
Actually, intern Hackney screwed up on this one. It's Below Deck Mediterranean.
I know it's Mediterranean. I just read what's there.
I don't even know what that is.
Jim, have you seen it?
So is this is it the female chef on this season?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
So here's the issue. I've never heard of this show, but like a good podcaster, we listen to our fans. I looked at season 4 highlight, to get you excited for season 4. I am now dumber for seeing this.
Yeah, basically, it's you take the employees of a cruise ship, not even a cruise ship, but of a
yacht.
A yacht.
Oh, I have
And it's
seen
not
an ad for that.
There's the
years
captain,
ago.
and then there's the bosun, which is the first mate in charge of the ship, and then his assistants, the first and second, and then there's the first steward, and then their assistant take care of everything inside the boat, and then there's the chef. And pretty much the show is fun just on how these people just fuck up, on whether they drink too much, whether they try and hook up with one of the guests.
Did they actually hook up with a guest? Some of them?
there's been flirting and talking about on different seasons. I've never actually seen it, but it's always like worried, like, oh, if he does that, he's gonna get fired, and then people get in arguments and
On a reality show?
imagine that.
It's a 150-foot yacht through the Mediterranean. Each episode features a new group of elite passengers, with each group presenting a different set of challenges for the crew. The lead in the ship's team as captain during this series run have been Mark Howard and Sandy Yawn, one of the few females in the yachting industry to hold the position.
Ooh.
So there you go. Mm-hmm. So it's I watched it and I don't even know what to say.
I mean,
It was funny. It was
when I
enjoyable.
think of yachting, I think of that should be a male-dominated field.
yachting.
Yep.
Oh, the captain, yeah, it's either the older male or then Sandy.
Sandy Yawn. So first episode was May 3rd, 2016. Colt, who do you think should be fired? So somebody got fired this year.
I mean,
That's what Bravo was showing.
Probably all of them.
All of them should be fired.
Well,
I'm going to go with the second bosun who doesn't think it's his job to do this stuff, and he's getting tired of being bossed around because he thinks he should be the one who's in charge.
That guy should be fired right away.
Oh, there's always one of those on every season.
What about, is there a yeoman purser?
Sure.
Okay, fire him.
There was one woman that was cooking, that was a chef, and the steaks were done too early, so she microwaved them to keep them warm.
Oh, so that was the episode where they got pissed off at the chef?
Yes. That's a new one.
Dad watches this.
Your dad does? Oh. So there you go. I hope that answers your question. So answer all of them.
Yeah, but if by firing you mean stop doing the show, yes, all of them.
Okay, it says, who would you replace them with? Steve-O?
Muppets.
Muppets? Popeye? He's a sailor, right?
Popeye is a sailor, yes.
We're doing Popeye?
Bluto.
Blake?
Blake. Oh, yeah, Blake's a sailor.
I
Garrett.
bet Blake.
Blake. I like Blake as the captain.
No, not captain. He'd be like the
Steward?
steward. No, I think he'd be a bosun. He'd be on the outside of the
Would he
boat.
be a seaman?
He'd be Seaman Blake.
Seaman Blake? I like change approved.
And we need to hire Garrett. He needs to work with
Anyway, so then I think we could
Garrett. He
throw
was a Navy man.
I think we could throw Scab Jeff on there too. Scab
He would
Jeff
have to be
fun.
a steward.
He would be writing a book about zombies on his boat.
and still not sell.
Ooh, hey, you tripled his sales.
That's right. I know I did. Hobie's awesome. Hobie bounce, baby. Hobie bounce. What else we got?
Next, we have from Des Hassing. Will you please promote this project if you want to be cool? Hill Agency, Bark and Bite by Achimo Games on Kickstarter. Okay, everybody, go to Kickstarter and go to Achimo Games and look at Hill Agency, Bark and Bite, and throw some money that way.
Let's
I'm
see
cool.
here.
You are cool because Des said so.
Yup.
Indigenous cyber noir
Noir.
detective game. To explore an indigenous future sovereign nation and the secrets of the Akamuski. Sure. They are... they needed to get to 7,600 and they're at 8,300.
So they are already...
Yes.
They're funded.
Yes. So that's good. That's good. So there you go. $25 is you get the game. Of course, there's
That's a reasonable price for most things on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
second option is 200. That's a big jump.
That does sound like a...
You get a free.
Oh, because the other ones were $60 was already sold out. Okay, good.
Oh.
Did you get a free hand job with the 200?
You should. No, but the 5,000.
Okay.
Oh, on 200, you get your name in the game.
I'm in the game.
So you become a character in the game. Your name, you are important. You are. There is a street named after you.
Wait a minute. Time out. So I might pledge 200 to this game just so when Des plays it, I have to annoy him with the Jason Street. So
If
I
you
might
can convince your wife to let you do that,
$200.
Yes.
If I'm donating $200 to Kickstarter, I'm getting that Western game I told you about last week off the air. That was like $300 just because it had a lot of pretty figures.
if you go to the $2,000 pledge,
Okay.
And these are Canadian dollars, by the way.
Oh, so that's like $12.
Or $1,533.
Oh.
But you get to be in the game. Your descendants have survived all the way into the distant future. Your name and likeness will be used to design an NPC in one of the cities in the final game.
Okay.
And receive an investor credit.
So we need to get a Kickstarter to get $2,000 for Jason can donate this. So Jason's in the game. So Des has to play it with Jason as an NPC.
I like this. I like this idea.
GoFundMe. We'll go to GoFundMe for it.
Yeah.
Build a studio or be in a game and always annoy Daz. Well, that's not a challenge. Done and done.
So, yeah, let's set up a GoFundMe page so we can get Jason into the game.
I like this. I like this idea. What else we got?
Other thing talking about the GoFundMe and everything is our friend Ryan Nemeth's movie Heel.
Yes.
They got it fully funded through his Kickstarter.
Ah, good.
So they're in starting production meetings and should be.
Is he coming on the show?
Well, I've talked about that. I think I'll put Hackney in charge of that one.
Intern, Hackney. Let's work on this.
Yeah, I had to give that since I haven't been here in a couple weeks to talk about it. I was just going to update. Okay, next we have from Ludi Nation at Ludi Nation.
This is actually Meow God's other Twitter handle.
What sort of cakes do you guys like?
Yes.
None. Cheesecake. I like cheesecake. That's it.
I'm trying to think. Not fruitcake.
Okay. Does anyone like fruit
Not
cake?
a lot of nuts in it, but other than that, it's hard to come across a bad cake.
What I really enjoy are processed cakes.
Cupcakes, like Hostess cupcakes.
Or even like ho-hos, ding-dongs.
Ding dong, yo. Ding dong.
And cheesecake.
I like cheesecake.
Oh, carrot cake from the restaurant The Precinct.
Okay.
Phenomenal. I'm not a big carrot cake fan, but it was delicious.
Good carrot cakes are good. Carrot cakes can be hit or miss. You need to, avoid, or you don't want it to taste too carroty, because then it tastes like you're eating vegetables.
And you don't like veggies.
Not the taste of them.
I don't want coconut on my cakes.
How about chocolate fudge cake?
I'll eat chocolate fudge cake.
Okay. I don't like cake that much. I don't like the fluffiness and that stuff.
Consistency.
Yeah. I like pie, but I don't even like pie that much. I don't even like desserts that much.
What about brownies?
It's hit or miss. The ones that crumble, no. Put some weight in those suckers.
Brownies that crumble? Where do you...
You've never had my parents, my
I'm about to
mom's.
say, where do you get your brownies from?
You haven't had my mom's brownies. Hey.
So, what about cake pops?
Nah. No.
pops, I
Too
think,
much
are
dough.
delicious.
Too much dough. I'm not a big fan of it.
Cake pops, I would just rather eat a damn piece of cake.
Cake pop. I think it's more brownie texture because of the way they mash it together.
Yeah, I'd rather just eat a brownie.
So, the Gimp's wife makes great desserts.
She does.
Well, she has a lot of free time because the gimp's in the box.
Yeah.
So that helps.
But she
That
has
helps.
to raise all the kids by herself.
That's true. On a side note, I think BlakeBot has now taken over GIMP. It is.
Yeah, he's now in the dominant position.
What's
Yeah.
he doing to the Gimp's ear?
Don't worry about it. Anyways, so I hope that answers a question about cake. What else we got?
We have Per Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Please explain the safety issues on this. Per the local news on XON, Illinois. A mother has been arrested in Illinois after she was seen driving around with two kids on the roof of her car inside of an inflatable pool. The Dixon Police Department said 49-year-old Jennifer Yeager was arrested on Tuesday, July 9th around 3 p.m. after a concerned citizen saw her driving with the kids on the roof of her vehicle. Officers searched the area and found her driving with a blue inflatable pool on the roof of her car with two kids inside.
Well, how's he going to keep the pool down?
Yeah. She didn't have any tie-downs.
No.
Yeah.
Well, she did. They were called kids.
See, I'm a little confused, though. I mean, was she just not going from point A to point B? The whole point was she's driving around and around and around with these kids.
That's true. I'm not sure.
I mean, if she was just like, oh, we got to move this pole from house A to house B, by the time the police were called, they probably would have been home and hiding by then.
Well, here's what it also says. The police said their officers pulled her over where they learned that she had driven into town to inflate the pool at a friend's house and then had her $2 ride inside the empty pool to hold it down on their drive home. Yeager has been charged with 2 counts of endangering the health or life of a child and 2 counts of reckless conduct and failure to secure passengers of the age of 8 or under, or of 8.
The age of 8 and under the age of 16.
I saw the mugshot. She looks like somebody that would do this.
See, though, I don't really think it's that big of a deal because, like I responded on Twitter, I saw Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, and they jumped out of a plane using only an inflatable raft, and they didn't die. So I think a kid's pool on the roof of a car is a lot smaller distance, so they should have been fine.
And everybody knows in cinema history, Indiana Jones actually is the most realistic movie ever made.
Well, it is.
So I
The
agree.
first one was Temple of Doom was kind of not, so maybe that was the problem.
Well, I mean, in the fourth one, you had a fridge nuking, so...
And that was real, right? That could work. That could work. I'm going to say, back in my day, we used to ride in the back of a pickup, damn it, and we were fine. Now kids can't even do that.
I know. Kids today just don't get the fun of
Come on.
bouncing out of a car onto the sidewalk.
Well, we never did it on the highway, but on the street, local streets, I loved riding in the back of a pickup.
In college, numerous times to get to class, we would just hold on to the running boards in the top of our friend's SUV, and he'd bring like 12 of us to class.
I see nothing wrong with that.
It was 2 blocks.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So, back in my day.
Okay, we got some corrections here.
Uh-oh.
What? We never make mistakes.
Corrections from Doug. The cost of Mouse Guard would have been $170 million, and Disney didn't think it was worth the risk at that cost. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine.
So they hadn't made, like Jason kept saying, like they had it already done, or...
Most of it. Yeah.
I mean, it would have cost them more, 170 more than what they've done. See, no one can answer this for me. I've been trying to find out.
I think they were up to $100 million at that point. And it would have been 70 more to
70
finish.
more million.
And,
So,
but they had to save that $70 million up to $100 million to make another live-action movie of something they've already made.
well, yeah, but those are making money.
I hate people. I really, really hate people.
You know what, though? I think there's finally a backlash. Lion King is getting destroyed by the critics. Like, Aladdin was somewhat okay. Lion King...
Would you know why? Because it's not live action. It's just different animation.
Well, I will say...
The animation looks amazing.
To his credit, Jon Favreau directed it, and he doesn't call it a live-action movie.
What does he call it?
He calls it a computer-animated movie.
Which it is.
Yeah.
The
He said there is only one shot in the entire movie that is a live-action shot. Everything else is drawn by the animators on the computer.
Spoiler, it's when Simba becomes a human at the end. That's what it happens.
You've just ruined the movie
Sorry.
for everyone.
I've seen 4 reviews, and nothing has gotten higher than, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 3 or a 3.5. And I think on the grades, I think the highest I've seen is a C.
You do realize, though, that people will flock to
No,
see it.
people are going to see it. It's going to make $1 billion. But I think it's because they said the problem is that there's no emotion in the faces. Like cartoons, you can draw it. The computer animation in this one, they show no emotion, and they said
That's because animals can't show that same type of emotion.
yes, but it
You're
doesn't
trying
connect.
to put a human face onto a lion that doesn't have that type of, I'm not saying it can't be
Correct.
emotional, but it's not going to show it the same way as a human.
But people want it, and the issue.
You mean these stupid critics want it?
Well, they also said the mouths barely move, and the worst part is be prepared isn't even sung.
Oh, well, then the movie sucks because that's the best part
They
of the
said
movie.
there's about 2 lines sung, and the rest of it is Scar just delivers it, like in rhyming.
Oh, he raps it.
Not even raps. They said it's nothing like that. And I'm like, well, I'm out. Because that's the best song in the whole thing.
Be Prepared, I think, might be the best song that was ever in a Disney movie.
You told me there would be no king. No king, no king, la 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 la.
Oh, I also heard that Ed and Bonsai aren't in it either.
What?
They've replaced them with 2 other named hyenas.
Why would you change that? That is the dumbest thing to change.
I think they wanted, at least for Ed, they wanted a hyena that actually talks instead of just like yeah, and they wanted a more African name, I think, than Ed.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, I'll give you that.
I don't know why they changed Bonsai.
Change approved. I'll give you that. Doesn't matter. There's no reason to make this film. It looks gorgeous. I don't know why I do know why they're making it, but God. Moving on. But you can't do Mouse Guard.
No, can't do Mouse Guard. Next.
Because this has proven that it will sell.
That's true. Oh yeah, we got some music going.
No, we don't.
No,
Yeah, we do.
We don't need it because it's not addressed properly.
Oh.
He's asking everybody, not just Jeff.
Oh, no.
So what we have from Nick Albright. He asks, you discovered that the Muppets are real. Jim Henson was just a front to allow them to be accepted into society. Like most quote-unquote friendly groups, they turn out to be much more quote-unquote real than you realized. Which 2 Muppets do you want to have sex with the most? Which one do you want to have sex with the least? Hashtag, I'd like to stick something up your backside.
Popsicle. Jeff, you go first.
Okay, well, I think I would rather have sex with Muppets closer to human size.
Okay.
Most Muppets are real
Sir
small.
Waldorf.
Oh, they're even too small. I'm thinking like Bobo and Sweetums.
You're going to be able to get up for Sweetums?
I'm not going to be able to get it up for any of them, but...
Okay.
But look, you look at Sweetums and you tell me that those aren't dick-sucking lips. You tell me that.
That is not the name of the show.
What?
And least likely, probably Camilla.
Really?
don't-
Yeah, she's the chicken.
She's the chicken.
Yeah.
Camilla was going to be one of them I've had sex with.
I'm going with Janice. I would
For sure.
Yeah, I would do her. I'm still thinking about the other ones, though. I'm still thinking. Jim, you got some?
I'd go Camilla and Miss Piggy.
Okay.
Chicken and pork.
I love chicken. I love pork. I'm not. I don't think I could have sex with Gonzo. 'Cause I don't know what's going on with that nose.
It could go. It could go in some fun places.
Or if that really is the nose and not some other body part from weirdos.
I'm going. Like I said, Janice, and I'm going Kermit the Frog's new girlfriend from the new Muppet Show. What was her name?
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about. She's the pig, but she's still cute. I'm going with her.
The cute pig.
Yeah, the cute pig. Least, I'm probably. That's a tough call. That is a tough
For
call.
you, Sam the American Eagle.
He could be sexy. He's dominant. The one that whistles, the new one. That fucking guy. He fucking annoys me.
I don't know what that is.
From the new the Muppets. He's the
There's
one at
one
the
that-
end that whistles.
I don't remember the one that whistles.
I'll get you his name. Hold on. Walter. Fuck him. He's the one with Jason
oh, the one
Segel.
from the... Oh, I thought you meant the show again.
No, Jason Segel.
Oh, yeah, Walter would be a bad one.
Yeah,
You're
fuck
right.
him. He's not literally
No,
fuck
don't
him.
fuck,
No,
don't
fuck
fuck him.
God, he's awful. God.
He's going to disappear, isn't he? Like, Walter isn't going to stay around for...
Oh, I don't think they bring it. Disney Plus is working on a new show, the actual Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Back in the old days. I don't think Walter's going to be on it. I think they try to introduce somebody new, and
I don't blame him for trying to introduce somebody new. Walter just... There was nothing to him.
but his power is he whistles. Ugh. God. Sorry. Anyways.
Well, we just got a message from Blake.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he wants us to mention that Drunk History and our friend Jason C. Brown
Yes.
got 3 Emmy nominations.
Ooh.
Wow. Nice job, Drunk History. Nice job, Jason C. Brown. So, speaking of that, for Blake, August, let's get this going here. Bowling for the Brave at Coleraine Bowl. It's a nonprofit, goes back to military families in this community. It's a nonprofit organization whose mission is to raise awareness and money for local veterans in needs. He talked about it a little bit last week. So you can actually go to bowlingforthebrave.org and donate. I believe donations start next week, I believe it is. So you can actually donate. If you can't make it on Saturday, August 17th from 1 to 5 p.m. at Coleraine Bowl in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a local thing. It's a fun time. Hobie has a lane, so you can come bowl with us. It's a good time. And, so there you go. If you need it, it's bowling, 4, thebrave.org. So just let you guys know. So it's a good time. So what else we got?
Okay, we have from Professor Number 1 at Doctor Number 1. Mm-hmm. What the hell is this? Per the Cincinnati Enquirer, Republicans in the House want to declare pornography a public health crisis.
Yes. So
Down the hall. Oh.
first off, Jeff, what are you going to do with your free time if they do this?
I would still watch pornography. I mean, just because they call it a public health crisis won't change the fact that people will watch it.
In Columbus, Republican lawmakers in Ohio say a public health crisis must be declared to warn residents about the dangers of pornography. House Resolution 180, introduced by Representative Jenna Powell from Darke County, would declare that pornography is a public health hazard leading to a broad spectrum of individual and societal harms. These harms include sex trafficking, prostitution, and sexual assault, according to her proposal. The resolution will have no effect on how the state spends money on public health.
It's just wasting time. That's pretty much what it is.
Well, at
It's
least
about
they're not wasting money.
Powell says it's about raising awareness and saying enough is enough.
Or it's
Yeah.
about that people who people just need to put their business in other people's affairs when
You know, there wouldn't be sex trafficking if you just made it illegal.
A professor of media arts
Or
and
made it legal, I should say.
Joseph Slade, a professor at media arts and studies at
No.
Ohio University.
Hey, I went there.
Yep. He says, in the absence of any credible research attributing significant damaging effects to pornography, such proposals seem like ideological posturing on the part of conservatives. So there you go. So, Doctor Number 1, we do not support this. We do not support it. We actually support more pornography.
Yeah.
Willing, as long as everybody's happy with it, more pornography. Whatever you want, Foot fetishes.
If you want to do pornography, do pornography. You should be allowed to do pornography. You shouldn't be allowed to force people into pornography.
No, that would be wrong. We take a stand on that.
Yes.
Take a stand on that.
But that's already illegal.
Yes. But on regular porn, like that you hide in the woods, we're perfectly fine with that.
or you hide in your tree app.
Tree
Yes.
app on your phone.
Hobie
yes.
now presents Tree App. Go to the iTunes.
Trademarked.
Yep. Go to the iTunes store. Well, I guess they don't have iTunes store. Go to the App Store.
The App Store,
The App
yeah.
Store. Download Tree App. And $4.99 a month, we will take all of your old porn and digitalize it. We can actually make some of the pages sticky when you turn them, when you flip them on your phone, if you would like. We can actually, there's a filter now that you can make the stuff hairier, if you would like it, if you want to do the 1970s version.
That's extra fee, though.
It is extra. It's an extra $1 a month. But it's worth it. It really is worth it. 1980s, you have the Sybil Shepherd look, the fog. That can come in, the smoky thing.
Yeah.
And all the
smoky
hair.
filter.
And
Yes.
all the hair is...
Big hair.
Big hair.
1990s is kind of fun. This just came out. You guys don't even know about this. If you add the 1990s filter, it actually, whenever you turn a page, it has the old modem sound.
And takes 13 hours for you to get to your picture.
Only 2 people have bought that one. It's still a work in progress. Somehow, when you put 1990s modem into the software, it automatically makes it 13 hours to download porn. You can do the 2000s version. where Chris Hansen comes out and says, "You're a dirty old man. What are you doing?"
That hasn't sold yet.
No, not even Chris Hansen's parents bought that one. But they are fans of Tree App. And you got the 2010s version, which we have, which is just regular porn.
That's it's
Regular
the Tree
digital
app.
porn.
Yeah. That does not crinkle when you turn the page. So we got all of these options out there for you. We do have 1930s porn you can put a filter on, so you see their ankles. That's pretty sexy.
30s porn is a lot more serious than ankles.
Well, there's porn.
30s was pretty. I mean, besides the fact that the film wasn't good, they did a lot of stuff in the 30s. It's the 50s.
Sorry, it's
when the conservative.
Sorry, my bad. So
Red Scare
1950s.
yeah.
1930s is in black and white. My bad. Black and white.
And no sound.
In sepia.
And if you've never seen Tawny Katane in black and white,
Oh, that's
you're missing
true.
something.
Every once in a while, you'll get a splash page with like 2 words of dialogue. Ooh, yeah.
More.
So, again, all you have to do is go to the App Store, download Tree App by Hobie, and for $4.99 a month, let us organize your porn. Let us do it.
Now we have the Google Word of the Week.
Not doing it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Doctor number
do
one.
it.
You haven't done a Google Word of the Day for a while. So, Jeff, can you look up
Nope.
Montana musket loader and tell us what it is?
Google Word of the Week is fans would send in words that Jeff would look up on his phone
It lasted about 3 weeks.
until his phone became corrupted. And so now it's been brought back. We have a lot of old segments we need
What
to
do
start
you
bringing
mean it's
back.
been brought back? I'm not bringing this back.
Jim, would you look up Montana musket loader? Jim is stepping in where Jeff has failed.
I don't see you looking it up.
Well, God, no. This is a family phone. Actually, I could look it up on Tree App. We just had a search feature.
Exactly. You can look it up on Tree app.
I don't have any musket loader, though, porn. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Okay, a Montana musket loader. When you are making sweet, tender love to a woman, you throw some good old Copenhagen long cut in your lip. Then after a minute or two, you take it out and place it on her anus and stuff it in.
Okay, moving on. So musket, nope. Who's this conservative in Illinois or in Ohio? Yep, I'm for it. Let's go. Let's put some. What
And
the?
you wanted me to look that up.
I don't even want to. That's a thing.
Oh, please. Remember when you used to explain to your sister-in-law what all the terminology was?
Yeah, but that's a little bit worse. Than like a golden shower. No, that probably is worse.
You've had a lot of bad things that you explained to your sister-in-law.
That's true. That's
Did
true.
you explain to her what docking is?
Well, let's do some news of the week. News of the geek. I don't care. Just get me out of here.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
Dun, dun, dun. Per the Hollywood Reporter, Russell Crowe is currently chewing scenery, yum, 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 as Roger Ailes, in Showtime's the loudest voice. But if things have played out differently, he could have been chewing potatoes on the set of The Lord of the Rings. The Gladiator star was a recent guest on the Howard Stern Show.
What was that before Gladiator?
Where he revealed that he came close to playing Aragorn in Peter Jackson's Oscar-winning Middle-earth set trilogy.
Aragorn.
Tempestuous?
Until he spoke to the director on the phone. I didn't think Peter Jackson wanted me on the phone, Crowe said, because he was forced into talking.
He didn't want me on the film. He wanted him on the phone.
No, he didn't, actually.
Because you can't really interview someone on the phone without being on the phone.
Anyways, because he was forced into talking to me because there was a moment in time where everyone wanted me in everything. Yes, we hated that time in life, okay, Crowe? So calm down. I am talking to him on the phone, and it is like, I don't think he even knows what I have done. I just knew that my instinct was that he had somebody else in mind, and he should have been allowed to hire the actor he wants. So that's good for him.
Yes.
For not that. That somebody else was Viggo Mortensen.
Actually, that somebody else was Stuart Townsend, but go ahead.
As for Crowe, he has no regrets about the decision or the massive payday he turned down. He he would have earned 10% of the trilogy's earnings, or roughly $100 million. So Vigo made $100 million.
I don't think Vigo signed the same deal that
Crow would have.
Part
of the back end deal. Crow doesn't think about the check. Only in situations like interviews where people are polite and kind enough to add shit up for me, he says. So that's a whole lot of money. I don't think Crow's hurting for money. I think he's okay.
I think he's doing okay.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing okay because he should be doing okay.
I'm just happy that he's not in everything like he used to, so I'm okay with that. Masturbator and Commander? Ugh, God.
He was in one movie you thought was long and boring. That doesn't mean he was in everything.
Gladiator was okay.
And
Gladiator
Master and
was
Commander got like phenomenal reviews.
I haven't seen it, so I can't judge it. Except I'm an American and I can judge anything.
Judge it.
I know some people who think it's like top 5 of all time.
I've heard
on their
people
list.
say it was phenomenal, and I've heard other people say it was long and boring.
I like Cabin Boy
Well, that was-
better.
Said no one ever.
Chris Elliott.
No.
Certainly not David Letterman.
David Letterman. Yeah, so there you go. Well, you know what, though? He is playing Dr. Professor Hyde in the Dark Universe. So he connect... Oh. Yeah.
Dr. Professor?
Well, I guess Professor Hyde White isn't going to bring everybody together.
I figured it out.
What's that?
That's who Doctor Number One at Professor Number One really is.
Russell Crowe?
I was going to say Professor Hyde White.
Oh, I thought it was Russell Crowe.
Could be.
It could be. He throw a phone at you yet?
Not yet.
No.
I loved his show when he went around with him and Doughy, his tugboat. And they would drink and fight.
South Park.
Oh, okay.
Where Jim gets his news from.
No, sorry. My bad.
Oh, Doughy!
I'm a Veronica. BuzzFeed. Anyways. Per Fox News, this might be the greatest story of the day. Of the month. Fuck it. Of the year. I don't even know anymore. So, per Fox News, over 400,000 people have committed to a Facebook event pledging to storm Area 51 in September in an effort to, quote, see them aliens. The funny thing is, it's now up to 1.2 million. This was from last week. As of last Friday, well, forget, they were going to the planned raid, which event organizers will say take place on September 20th at 3 a.m. Oh, we won't be there. We'll be at the expo.
Oh,
I like this. An additional 428,000 were listed as interested. So that means no. Attendees will supposedly meet at a nearby tourist attraction where they will, quote, coordinate our entry. If we Naruto,
sure.
the Japanese anime, okay, run, we can move faster than their bullets, the event description said, referencing a Japanese comic character known for his speed. Let's see them aliens.
So if we can run like a Japanese cartoon character, their bullets can't hit us.
Yes.
Well, they're pretty much saying they're going to overwhelm anybody.
See, I would have made the comparison to the Hunger Games movies where they would, when they went to try and bomb the dam and they just shoot, the people in behind would just pick up the bomb and keep going until they got mowed down. The people behind it would pick it up. And eventually the bomb got to where it needed to be.
I was going to talk about trench warfare, kind of, where you just run at them and then they just mow you down. But if you have enough people, you can get through.
But trench warfare, they just moved inches for years.
Well,
That's Axis and Allies, the game.
Yes, exactly.
One user even wrote a disclaimer, thank God, that for some people that do show up in September, hello, U.S. government, this is a joke. I do not actually intend to go ahead with this plan. I just thought it would be funny and to get me some thumbsy upsies up on the internet. I'm not responsible if people decide to actually storm Area 51. Just because
I like that disclaimer. I'm not responsible for this.
No, just because
I
you
completely
say that.
organized this, but I'm not responsible if they actually do it.
Jim, no offense, but you're mean. Don't be upset. As I said no offense.
I shouldn't be held responsible for murder of that person just because I got a hitman to do it. I said, just kidding.
The best part is Las Vegas Entertainment Complex Area 15 has announced that they will be live streaming the event because it has over 1 million people. They said, if this happens, we want to watch. We are curious too, and And this quote, at Area 15, we are curious, too, about what's going to happen on September 20th at the storming of Area 51. We will live stream the event on site to watch what goes down. Of course, costumes and tinfoil hats are required. The government is not happy about this because Area 51 is an Air Force base where if you're not from America, which we have a lot of foreign listeners, for Area 51,
If you're not from America, we probably have Air Force bases on your country, too.
we apologize. But it's where the aliens are supposedly hidden, is Area 51. So it's the Nellis Air Force Base. They actually didn't even acknowledge it until 2013.
That it actually existed.
Yes. Let's see. The Defense Department has revealed they do not see the humor involved. They released a statement.
Well, that's because the government has no sense of humor.
They state, the U.S. Air Force always stands ready to protect America's assets. And let's see here. They said...
Are they saying the aliens are America's assets?
I guess so. It does not sound like a friendly warning. They said they will stop anyone if they need to.
But will they stop a million anyones? That's the question.
The question is also if Blink-182, Tom DeLonge, is a big conspiracy Area 51 guys. He has not committed to being there. But a lot of other celebrities have started to do it. The Rock.
So how many of those celebrities committing to actually do it are actually the celebrities themselves versus someone just
they're taking
putting
pictures.
Someone's taking pictures of celebrities and
It's on their initial Instagram.
Okay, I've seen some that definitely weren't on.
Chuck Norris did it. Supernatural guys did it.
Keanu
The Rock
Reeves
did it. Yeah.
I mean, really, they just said Keanu Reeves and Chuck Norris alone could overwhelm the...
Yes, they could. So maybe that's why Blake won't be there.
Blake's going to be in Nevada.
Protecting our assets.
Oh, I thought he was going to be storming.
Do you really think there's aliens there?
No.
Do you think we've ever made contact with aliens?
No.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Jim?
I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it is there, but I...
Or do you think they've moved them to another location because now everybody knows about it? Let them all go to this spot.
I'm not doubting the existence of extraterrestrial life, but I am doubting any contact made with Earth.
Okay. Just asking. I think there's definitely something out there. I mean...
It would be pretty small in your aspect of life to really think that, we're the only people out there.
Correct.
But also the vastness of the universe is like we're so far away from any other life. I mean, we're getting the light from these stars that was emitted from these stars before humans ever existed.
Correct. Maybe they've seen us and they've watched the news and said, we don't want to fucking talk to these people. Why would we talk to these people? So, I was just wondering what people's thoughts are. And finally, also per Fox News, the next James Bond film will show the secret agent pass the torch, and fans of the Ian Fleming-inspired franchise are in shock.
What?
As to which star gets the latest license to kill. Reports claim the next Agent 007 will be played by British actress Lashana Lynch, who had a breakout role in Captain Marvel as Maria Rambeau, the superhero's best friend and fellow Air Force pilot.
I did not realize she was a British actress.
I didn't either. That was impressive.
Her American accent was pretty good.
Are you saying it's better than Charlie Hunnam's?
I'm saying it's much better than Charlie Hunnam's.
He was awesome on Sons of Anarchy. You never heard his accent.
Before I realized, that was the guy from Undeclared. I'm like, there's something wrong with this guy's voice. He's hiding an accent of some sort.
Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with, what's his name? That Australian guy that was on.
Hugh Jackman.
No.
Russell Crowe.
No.
Hugh Jackson.
No.
Hugh Crowe.
No.
Russell Jackman.
Yes, Russell Jackman. Thank you. I knew I'd find it. No.
Nicole Kidman.
Russell Kidman. Hugh Kidman.
Wow.
Nicole Jackson.
You're really hurting.
Jackman. Nicole Jackman. Keith Urban.
No.
Okay.
The guy on Blind Spot.
Blind Date? Roger Lodge?
Blind Spot.
Roger
Roger
Lodge.
Lodge.
Roger Lodge, change approved.
And he might have been New Zealand, so I apologize.
Roger Lodge?
No.
He was a Kiwi?
I apologize to the New Zealanders if he is New Zealand, and I apologize to the Australians if he's Australian.
I apologize to Roger Lodge.
But I apologize to the world for his terrible American accent.
Roger Lodge, I never knew was a Kiwi. Good for him. Good for him.
Change approved.
Change approved. You don't hear much from him.
Good.
There's a reason.
Anyways.
Well, but if you go watch the national
Treasure
thing of theater things,
what the fuck are you talking about?
the theater organized, I forget what the fuck, but the theater owners, that's it. National Academy, not Academy, National something. NATO, NATO, National Association of Theater Owners. Thanks, Jim. Roger Lodge hosted all their new hire employee videos.
Well, you know, that pays
Or
well.
at least, I suppose, did in the 90s. I hope to God people aren't still showing those same videos.
I'm so glad it took so long for you to get that out.
Anyway.
I'm going to edit it out. Don't worry.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you're not.
We're going to edit it out.
Yep.
Anyway, so basically Daniel Craig's going to hand it off to her as 007, which I'm fine with.
Yes.
Nobody cares in this day and age. Let it happen.
Well, some people do, but they're idiots.
Yes.
But
Yeah, they're also the same people that complain that fucking black girl is going to play Ariel in one of the fucking reboots of a Disney cartoon.
You know, if you wanted to watch a Caucasian Little Mermaid, there's a cartoon. If you get that upset by it.
If you get that upset about it, you have way too much free time on your hands.
Well, I'm just saying, I've never seen a mermaid with black skin.
Have you seen one with white skin?
No, I've never seen a mermaid.
Oh, okay. I've seen it with green skin. Oh, that's a fish.
I really think that if you're going to do it right, you just get Doug Jones to play the mermaid.
Ooh, does his penis come out?
No.
Okay.
I think if they do it right, instead of, being like half woman, half fish, like top half woman, bottom half fish.
Left and
should
right
be
half.
left half woman and right half fish.
That's a tough call. That's a tough call.
That would be a more intriguing movie.
Christopher Waltz is reprising his role as James Bond's arch enemy, Ernesto.
Christoph Waltz.
Yes. Variety Blowfield. Basically, there's been issues with Bond 25, which is going by, due to filming delays due to Daniel Craig's ankle injury, Rami Malek's conflicting schedule, on-set explosions, and Grace Jones, hello, take a drink, allegedly walking off the set after disappointment in the size of her cameo role. You should be happy for any cameo role.
I'm like, well, one, it's a cameo role. How big does a cameo role have to be? And two, I'm actually intrigued to see Grace Jones come back into a James Bond movie.
She got paid like $50. I guess her cameo was like $100 for an appearance on her
on the Cameo
app. Which you can find on the App Store next to the Tree app.
Yes.
Also, director Cary Fukunaga has denied his video game habits have delayed production.
I hope to God he's denying it, because if it's true, that's a terrible story.
I just need to play a few more minutes of Fortnite, guys.
Come on! Anyway, so there's a lot of other stuff on it. But basically, I'm excited about it. Who cares? Let it happen. Let it go in different directions. So there is...
I heard the people complaining that if you were going to do that, like past the 007, they already had Moneypenny set up, and I suppose in the thing she was a former field agent who got knocked to a desk job, and they're like, you already got somebody already in the role. Go run with that.
I have yet to see Spectre, the last one.
Yeah, I can't say it's great, and you have to run out and see it.
It's on Amazon.
Well, then watch it if you watch it for free.
Who's the bad guy in Spectre? That was
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, right. Blofeld.
Yeah.
Blofeld.
But you don't know it's Blofeld until like 3/4 of the way through.
Spoiler! God, you guys are the worst. Anyways, so there you go. There's your News of the Geek. That was exciting.
Hooray.
Yay.
Don't worry, Toby. Just use the Force. Like in that film, 3 365 Flicks. Podcast 365 Flicks. Podcast. Come and listen to it right after you finish this podcast you're listening to. It's got Chris and Kevin and a weather guy called Toby. What's the point in a weather report on a podcast, I hear you ask? Well, there's only one way to find out. Download every episode that is currently out and listen to those bad boys right now. It's got Toby Osmond, who is kind of a guest host, but thinks he is the most important part of the podcast. Hashtag not joking. Find 365 on iTunes, Libsyn, Spotify, and awesome websites like dangerentertainment.net, nerdly.co.uk, and Tangent Bound Network. It's like shit in a field.
I'm Brad.
I'm Justin.
And I'm the Cinemaiden.
We are the Cinema Guys. We do a movie podcast. We're just three friends
Who love to talk about movies, and probably the best podcast you've ever heard about movies ever.
Or is it the best podcast you ever heard, or the best podcast you've never heard yet?
Ooh, but what if they have heard and they forgot that they heard and they have heard it?
Then they should listen again.
Yes.
Oh, dear God.
Ashley, real quick, top favorite episode you've ever had of the Cinema Guys, go.
Aquaman would make fun of Brad the whole time.
Oh, Aquaman was a good one.
Every other week we have a full episode where we give our top lists.
About usually a new movie.
Usually a new movie. And then, we always give at-home recommendations at the very end.
Yeah, but my favorite is our
fun little
lists.
banter in
I
between.
think the lists are the best thing that we do.
Our lists are fun.
Because I love to make lists about movies.
Just head over to wearethecinemagays.com and you can subscribe, contact, listen to the show, all of that. As I always like to say, maybe sometime we will see you at the movies.
Jeff, what are you doing September 20th through the 22nd?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Hobie will be too. Jim, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to the Cincinnati Comic Expo
You know where Blake will be?
at Area 51.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But we will be there, along with, who else is? Our good friend, Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
He is going to be there. Also, Ben McKenzie. We're going to ask him about the survival rate of the Gotham police, because it's low.
Yep.
It is low.
I mean, wow, yeah. If you made it from the beginning of the show to the end of the show as a policeman and survived, that was like, what, 1?
2, I think. I think
somebody
there's
else other than Gordon made
Did
it?
Bullock?
Oh, good point.
I think Bullock made it.
Bullock made it?
Yeah. I want to know what their PR is there. Come on down. Get a job. You'll make $200,000 the first year. Not going to
If
make
you
it past.
survive.
Yes. If not,
You
sorry.
get nothing if you don't survive the
No,
first
no.
year.
We don't have any benefits, sorry. Also, his girlfriend/wife in that show is on there
Marina
too.
Baccarin?
Thank you.
Since you can't say her name.
That's right. Firefly will be there. Most of the cast of Firefly will be there. Joel
State,
Yep.
Sean Marr, Alan Tudyk.
Yep, there you
Marina
go.
Baccarin.
I'm a fly on the leaf.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
Thank you. Anyways.
See how I soar?
Yes. So anyway, watch me soar.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Anyways, great series though. So you can get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. It's at the Cincinnati Duke Energy Convention Center, September 20th through 22nd. Come see Hobie. We'll have a booth. We'll be there. We'll be playing trivia and have lots of games.
Maybe we'll even be playing Dungeons and Dragons with Will Wheaton.
He will be there too. Maybe my character, Lee Iacocca, will play.
Yes.
I hope so.
Because otherwise your character's dead.
Don't remind me. Go to CincinnatiComicExpo.com or follow us on History of Bad Ideas, and we will also update it on new guest. And we'll see you September 20th through the 22nd.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Well, I guess Stuber is a minor bomb. I mean, it only made $8 million, but its budget was only $16 million. So
there you go.
If you want to look on the bright side, they didn't spend a whole lot to make a movie.
No, I think they'll be fine once video and everything else. Yeah. I think it'll be fine.
I think by the next, probably when it gets taken out of
first
theaters,
run.
first run will probably have its money back by then.
And it's not like they put a lot in marketing.
No.
So I think they'll be fine. What we got there, Jeff?
We got Spider-Man: Far From Home made another $45.5 million, a total of $274.5 million on a $160 million budget.
Okay.
They're saying if Spider-Man makes $1 billion worldwide, that the deal with Sony and Marvel deal stays for another movie. But if it doesn't make the $1 billion worldwide, Sony
has the
option of leaving the deal and not.
Why would they leave the deal?
Because they didn't make $1 billion under the deal.
I think they're staying.
I think they would too.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't make it, I think they are pretty happy.
Close to $1 billion already.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost there anyway. But you never know.
What else we got?
Toy Story 4 made another $21 million, a total of $346.5 million on a $200 million budget. But it's Forky.
Yeah.
Crawl in its opening weekend made $12 million on a $13.5 million budget.
It's actually getting decent reviews. They said it's a fun movie.
I find it hard to believe because I really hate movies where more people die trying to rescue the original people than the original people are worth.
But Barry Pepper, everyone is worth saving Barry Pepper.
Well, they just had to save him since he died in when he was
saving Private Ryan. So now they have to save him since he saved Private Ryan.
It's Barry Pepper. Of course, he's awesome. You got to save him. It's alligators, not mutated alligators or anything, just alligators.
Just alligators.
Yeah. So,
but apparently they're quick or super quick and super hostile alligators.
That's true. The malcontent. Malcontent alligators.
Malcontent alligators.
Sea bass.
Stuber, like we said, made $8 million on a $16 million budget, and yesterday made another $7 million, a total of $48.5 million on a $26 million budget.
Okay.
Upcoming July 19th, 2019, you got The Loin
Boo.
King.
Oh, I'll see The Loin King.
Oh, I misread that. I'm sorry. Lion King.
Oh, boo.
And if you don't know what it's about, then
where have you been living?
Then go away.
What we got? Buy, sell.
We got buy, sell.
The stock.
The stock of Dave Bautista. He is currently sitting at $114.69 on the Hollywood Stock Exchange.
I'll buy. He's got Guardians coming out.
That just seems a little high to me for a backup character.
I think he's on the down slope, but I would still buy for Guardians.
His low this year was $112 million. His high this year, $169 million.
That was pretty high. That was probably right before that one Endgame. Thank you.
Yeah, the high this month is 149.
Oh, so he plummeted right as Stuber was coming out.
Yes.
Wow.
So at 114, it's actually currently at 118.
118.
Yeah.
Are you buying or selling?
He's got My Spy coming out. March 31st is the new release date on that.
So that's not coming out until March now.
Then November 2020, Dune.
Oh, he's going to be in Dune, huh? I didn't know that.
And he has in production Killer's Game and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell.
He's got
a long time
Actually, no,
to.
he's currently at 111 now.
I'll sell. Just from us talking about him, he has fallen.
He dropped from 118 to 111 in the last minute.
Yes,
that's a Hobie bounce, baby.
If he gets down to around 100, maybe.
Maybe, but
I'm selling.
Kumail Nanjiani, his stock is going 47.43.
I'll buy. I feel like could be up.
I think he's on his way up. I think
rumored for the Eternals.
Ooh, well, if that hits, then stock will really go up.
What? I'll buy. Jim, you buying?
Let's see.
Just buy.
Let's see. His high is 57.
Okay.
He's currently at 47. Again, he's fallen this week too. He was at 50 at the beginning of this week.
Stuber will do that for you.
The Stuber bounce.
Yep.
Or plummet.
What he has coming up is The Voyage of Dr. Dolittle.
Ugh.
January 2020. The Lovebirds, April 3rd, 2020. And The Eternals. I'll buy.
I think I'll buy. Maybe wait a little to see if he falls some more before I buy. But
this is the best one.
And, well, oh, yeah, did you hear about, speaking of Kumail Nanjiani, did you hear about Conan O'Brien?
Go ahead, explain.
As Conan O'Brien said, a half hour before they were supposed to do the show, Kumail Nanjiani had to call and cancel because he was stuck on the set of Silicon Valley, and he couldn't make it. Conan said it was the second time in the history of him doing any of his talk shows that a guest canceled at least that close to thing, airtime or record
Who was the other
time.
one?
The other one was Liza Minnelli.
Fuck her.
And he said, so he's like, so we got Liza Minnelli and Kumail Nanjiani, the two biggest divas in Hollywood.
He would spend the next half hour just mocking him, which was funny. But he brought out his assistant or the person that does the his podcast with him.
Yeah.
So not that there's other podcasts, but yeah, I thought he recovered well though.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to do something. But that's what he says. In the past, when we had multiple guests, we would just bump the second guest up to the first spot, stretch a couple of the other segments out, and no problem. But since we did a format change here recently, we have one guest. So the only thing we have prepared is an interview with Kumail Nanjiani.
Have you seen his new show a lot?
I've seen it maybe a dozen times.
Is it good?
It's all right. I mean, it's gotten better as far as interviews go because it's less structured. He gives a smaller, what do you call it, stand-up routine monologue. He gives a shorter one of those, and then they just spend the rest of the half hour just talking with the guest, and they don't do any of the goofy things that, I don't know, Conan was kind of getting.
Yeah, the skits and that.
The skits.
He does, but it's more online.
Okay.
And that's where they're kind of focused on.
Yeah, his skits are a lot of hit and miss, and they've been getting a lot more miss than hit, I think, in the final.
So he's like
phase.
a funny Charlie Rose.
Sure.
Without the sexual creepiness.
He doesn't seem to be as directed. Maybe it's just 'cause I only watch it for guests I care about or something. But, it doesn't seem to be... My biggest problem with Conan was he always seemed to turn the interview about himself. And, mainly in a self-deprecating way, but he just sat there talking to somebody, making fun of himself. And I kind of got bored with that. The ones I've seen since the format change, he hasn't done that.
Good.
So
I like him. So
anyway, back to buy sell. We got Barry Pepper.
Okay.
One of Jason's favorites. He's at $39.02.
And upcoming, he has nothing.
Nothing. I will sell my Barry Pepper stock. All one stock
sell the pepper.
I had.
Sell the pepper. Sell the pepper.
Oh, wow. Nothing on Barry Peppers.
As much as I love Barry Pepper, I'm selling the pepper.
How do you love Barry Pepper? I mean,
don't know. I just do.
He's
a good character actor.
He was in Saving Private Ryan and 61?
Oh, God, he was in 61, the baseball movie.
That was supposedly his best role.
Wasn't he in Dale Earnhardt's movie?
I don't know what Dale Earnhardt's movie was.
3 or whatever.
Did he star in a movie about Dale Earnhardt?
He was in The Green Mile, True Grit,
The
Lone Ranger, 25th Hour. That was good.
Okay, I don't think I've seen. I'm trying to remember. No.
Battlefield Earth.
Okay, that's a downfall.
Snitch.
Not Snatch.
Nope, Snitch.
Okay.
We Were Soldiers. 7 Pound.
Okay.
The Snow Walker.
There's some not bad movies.
Enemy
in
of the
that
State.
list.
Oh, he was in The Maze Runner. No wonder nobody listened.
Oh, Barry Pepper's career.
He was Dale
Runner.
Earnhardt in 3. The Dale Earnhardt story. That looked awful.
That's probably where his career died, when he turned left. Turned right.
He's in Titanic, not the Billy Zane 1997 one. He's in the 1996 one.
There was a 1996 movie called Titanic?
Yes.
All right. That did so well.
Oh, he was in Firestorm with Howie Long when Howie Long was going to be an action hero.
Oh, we'll go Howie Long and Barry Pepper.
Good for him.
He was really good in The Green Mile.
He was good in True Grit. Now that I remember.
Well, when you compare it to John Wayne acting, anybody was good in True Grit.
Hey, Pilgrim, I'm going to go over there.
So I was watching America Says, the game show where the top 7 answers is pulled by America, kind of a Family Feud thing.
Okay.
We discussed this game show on the episode you weren't there when Scam Jeff was here. And they had named the best actor of all time.
The top 7.
And the top 7 that America said.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks was one?
Let's see here. Al Pacino.
Can't remember.
Robert De Niro.
They were probably on there.
Okay.
But they had a lot of more recent actors, and they're like the best of all time. Like the only person from before my lifetime that was even listed,
John Wayne,
was John Wayne. John Wayne is a god awful actor, terrible. And I'm thinking, do they say somebody like Laurence Olivier, who the Brits named their acting awards after because he was so good? No.
Poitier?
According to IMDb,
Yes.
Denzel.
top 100 greatest actors, we'll just do the top 7. Number 1, Jack Nicholson.
I think he's overrated.
Marlon Brando.
Early young Marlon Brando was okay. Old Marlon Brando was terrible.
De Niro. Pacino. Dunkachino. Daniel Day-Lewis. Dustin Hoffman. And Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis wasn't on the list, and Daniel Day-Lewis is the best actor of the last 20 years. I don't care if you, for whatever reason, don't like him.
Nah.
He's the best actor of the last 20 years.
I'm going to say no.
And you'll be wrong.
Okay. That top 5. That's music means top 5. From Scott, Canadian of the Year. We always love him. The Pop Culture Cafe podcast. Top 5 nude scenes you could have done without. Also, if you guys have top 5 lists, send it on over. We'll be more than happy to take a look at them and have them for our shows.
Yeah, Scott threw a whole bunch of top 5 lists at us for us to go through.
Yes.
And
Yes.
most of them were pretty good suggestions.
The good news is also next week, Intern Hackney has one.
Hackney!
Top 5 people you would take with you to storm Area 51. I like that one.
Do they have to be real people, or
No.
you want to grab fictional characters? And...
Well, are they really fictional?
I'm grabbing Boba Fett.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Because he's going to die right away.
I was going to grab Rick Grimes.
Unfortunately, the whole Area 51 is surrounded by a Sarlacc pit.
Why is that unfortunate?
For Boba Fett,
Is it surrounded by a Sarlacc pit, or a Sarlacc pit's in the middle of it?
whatever. Anyways, top 5 nude scenes you could have done without. I'll go first. Philip Seymour Hoffman with Marissa Tomei in Before the movie Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. It's a sex scene.
Yeah.
I watched this movie a couple years ago, and I'm like, oh, Marissa Tomei's naked. That's nothing wrong. Oh, my God. Why is Philip Seymour... What is he doing to her? Oh, no. And nobody wants to see Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Especially now that he's dead.
Well, yeah. He's really getting into character. So
I have not seen this movie.
It's okay. That has literally... I can picture that whole scene in my head, and it has scarred me for life. It's like, no. So there you go. Nobody wants to see Philip Seymour Hoffman naked.
Nobody. Huh?
Nope. It's not even about the body. It's just, he just looks... Ugh.
But Marissa Tomei.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's number 5.
I'm about to say, I mean, was it really one you could do without if you get to see...
No, because you saw more Philip Seymour Hoffman.
So getting to see Marissa Tomei isn't worth seeing Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Watch The Wrestler.
Yeah. Of course, that's Mickey Rourke. I don't know what's worse.
But he's not really
Naked.
No. But she plays a stripper in it.
Correct.
So
Jeff, what's number 5?
I hobied my number 5.
Of course you did.
I did. I picked any movie in which Ron Jeremy gets naked.
The Hedgehog?
The Hedgehog.
I like that.
So
he is not an attractive man.
No, and an unattractive man who makes a ton of money at doing pornography.
So,
he can suck his own cock, though.
Well, yeah. But I mean, do we really need to see that?
I think I got it.
I don't know. You're getting Sweetums to go down on you, so I don't know what's worse.
Watching Ron Jeremy suck his own cock is worse than me having sweet, sweet love with someone in privacy.
We do want to throw something out there. We are explicit. Also, second, it's not because, we can appreciate a fine man. Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, and all that. There's just some things that you just don't need to see. So that's what just want to preference that with our top 5. Jim, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Farrah Abraham from her sex tape that was leaked, or that she paid a
porn star.
Yeah, James Dean to make it with her. Yeah, we don't need to see Farrah Abraham.
She has basically become a plastic mannequin.
She is. She when she was younger, she was an attractive girl, and then she had so much plastic surgery done, and her personality is maybe the worst on the planet.
It is pretty. Her mom's pretty bad too.
She's worse than her mom.
Oh,
her ugly personality shows.
Yes,
in her sex tape.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 would be another sex tape, but I can't mention this woman's name on the show.
That's the sex tape with Ray J?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say Ja Rule. Is it Ray J?
It's Ray J.
Oh, okay.
And it's the only reason this person is famous, which made her family famous, which now they have like 18 shows.
Which we do not talk about.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. Number 4, she's a very ugly person inside and out.
Yes.
Number 4, I picked The Last Tango in Paris. I think that's
Michael Caine. Michael Caine.
No. Crap, what's his name? Yeah.
Okay, good call.
Yeah, fuck!
We'll come back to you. Michael Caine.
No, he was on your list of great actors.
Barry Pepper, Pacino, De Niro.
No.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
No.
Tom Hanks.
No, the one I said was a good actor when he was young. But
Marlon Brando.
Thank you, Marlon Brando. It was an old Marlon Brando.
The doughy version, Marlon Brando.
Doughy version.
And the more disturbing part was in the movie, he actually molested the girl he was with.
What? It's been a long time since I saw it.
They talk about how she gave such a great performance. Well, that's because she didn't know what they were going to do to her.
Ugh.
And she pretty much quit acting after that because,
Who was the director of that movie?
God, I forgot his name too.
If only we had a device.
He should probably be brought up on charges.
Yeah.
Polanski?
I think the statute of limitations is probably up by now, but...
Not the statute of assholes, though. Just being called an asshole.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can... Yeah, oh, I think he might even be dead now.
Well, he probably had it coming.
But, that especially when you know the story and what you're watching is something that you shouldn't be watching.
Number 4 for me is a disturbing scene. Attractive woman in the shower, and then a giant snowman comes in and defiles her with a carrot and then kills her. Jack Frost, the movie. It is disturbing.
Not that Jack Frost, but the other Jack
Not
Frost.
the one with Michael Keaton.
Okay.
That's disturbing on a whole different level.
A whole different level, but the horror movie Jack Frost.
Well, I guess you could say that Michael Keaton is a horror movie if you've watched it. Funny thing about that, I think I talked about this before. They made the snowman in likeness of George Clooney. The Muppet Studio did, Jim Henson Productions.
Yeah.
And then they were pissed because it looked like him, and then George Clooney backed out.
Oh.
And they didn't feel like paying for a new snowman.
So they had a George Clooney-looking snowman?
Yes, for Michael Keaton.
He wasn't,
So that is a very disturbing scene, this Jack Frost. Number 3, I tied it.
Of course you did.
I hobied it. So I went with the old version this time, the old people. Kathy Bates, about Schmidt.
That was my number 1.
Okay.
No, wait, I'm sorry. My number 2.
Okay.
That was my number 2.
Put it on the board. And good for her for having the confidence to do it. Good for her, all that.
Here comes your number 1.
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw on Failure to Launch.
That was my number 1.
Okay.
You fucking took 2 out on your...
Number 3.
You didn't even have to mention your number 5 because you had 2 movies that for no reason did you tie them.
Oh, no, Philip Seymour Hoffman should have been in there.
Well, then get rid of your Jack Frost. Or
Nope.
Ty Philip Seymour Hoffman and Jack Frost.
Okay, my number 4 is Kathy Bates, and it took out your number 2.
Okay.
My number 3 is Terry Bradshaw, took out your number 1.
Okay.
Change
Do
approved.
it better next time.
Terry Bradshaw on Failure to Launch is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. I mean, it brought there's
He had
some,
a naked room.
Yeah, there are some times where it's like, oh, I don't want to see like that guy naked or that guy's ass or something. And it's like, okay, but if it plays for humor, then it might be worth it.
Yeah.
That did not play funny at all.
No.
That was just, oh, look, I've got a naked room. And whoever thought that was supposed to be funny needs to have...
I blame Sarah Jessica Parker.
Probably. They need to have their... go to a doctor and have their sense of humor checked.
That's a good comeback. What's your
Shut
number?
up!
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, Jason Segel?
Jason Segel.
It just went on for so
Yes.
long.
I know the point was to, I'm just going to do this like 10-minute scene of me being naked the whole time and it'll be awkward. And it was awkward. And I was tired of watching it by the time, pretty much since it began.
The good news is your list is done.
My list is done since Jason stole everything with a tie.
Jim, number 3?
My number 3 will be Hostel Part 2.
Which part?
With Heather Matarazzo. She was...
Hanging upside down?
Yes. Hanging up naked and hanging upside down, and they pretty much drain her blood. Yeah, that's
Nobody wants to see that.
I don't want to see her naked either.
No. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is the entire film Showgirls.
It wasn't worth it.
Time out. There's nudity? I've only seen it on VH1.
The only reason it was made was to show Jesse Spano naked.
Yes.
And
it wasn't worth it.
It literally wasn't worth 2 hours worth.
That was the most realistic sex scene in a pool. I thought she literally was going through a seizure. Somebody get the paddles. She okay? Jeff? Oh, never mind.
My number 2 is about Schmidt.
Oh, that's a shame. My number 2 is the bathtub scene in The Shining when Jack Nicholson goes to kiss and she becomes this
old
corpse.
wrinkly.
Yeah, corpse person. That was not good. That gave me nightmares for years. So,
That was Billy Gibson.
yes, thank you. Yeah, creepy as fuck. Whole movie of The Shining is creepy. And my number one. This went on way too long. Brat and his friend that were
I
wrestling.
disagree with that one 100%.
Oh my God, there was too much hair, too much body hair.
That one worked for going on because it was just so absurd.
I laughed, I never want to see that again.
You laughed and you're like, okay, and then it just kept going on, kind of like the Family Guy,
the chicken, the Peter Griffin,
or the chicken, and it's like, okay, and then it just goes on long enough that it becomes absurd again.
Yes,
and
I never want to see that again. Never.
It's Sacha Baron Cohen and Ken Davatian.
Oh,
Davadian. Yeah.
Jeff, never mind. Jim,
my number 1 was Failure to Launch.
Okay.
My number 1. This movie came out in 1995, and the scene had no reason to be in there. It's Embrace of the Vampire.
How dare you?
I mean, it ruined the nice, clean image of the great actress Alyssa Milano.
How dare you? Quite possibly the greatest scenes ever in cinema history. La La Land has nothing on Embrace of the Vampire.
Without it.
It was integral to the part of the movie. She was no longer innocent. She lost her innocence. I don't understand what the issue was. It's in the title, Embrace of the Vampire. She embraced him and that lifestyle. God, I love Dinner
But you don't
Place.
need nudity to prove
Oh,
that.
you all do. Well, you need nudity.
We didn't see Kristen Stewart nude at all during
her vampire embracing.
Ugh.
Thank God.
Actually, no. I'd change it. Number 1 would be Kristen Stewart in the movie about
Wonderland, Adventure Park.
No.
Oh,
remember what
I'll get you.
The book about the guy who goes to Alaska.
Into the Wild.
Into the Wild.
Oh, she got naked in that?
Yeah, it was once. Yeah, she's naked in the scene in that.
My honorable mentions, I had Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. That was creepy.
Did you also tie that with
Jason Mewes from
Jay and
Clerks,
Silence, or
Clerks 2.
Clerks 2? That's,
Also, Brett Michaels. Nobody. Oh, not Brett Michaels. Sorry. Who's the other guy?
from
Brent Musburger.
That's close enough. The other guy from what?
I don't know. Just never mind.
Oh no, you can't now.
I'll get to it.
But one of mine
Brett
was
Michaels from the Poison videos.
It was another music sex tape. Sorry, I'll get to it. Sorry.
Oh, Tommy Lee.
No, oh God, nobody wanted to see that either. That's a good honorable mention.
mine would be Farmer Fran from Waterboy kind of thing when he's celebrating, rubbing his.
Well, that wasn't a nude scene. That was just a shirtless scene.
He was shirtless and he had. And he had
Vince Neil.
Oh, Vince Neil did a sex tape.
Yes.
Who? What was it?
Porn star Janine Lindemulder.
What was it?
And
young
Penthouse
Vince Neil or old Vince Neil?
1999.
old Vince Neil.
Oh,
And Brandy Ledford. Yes.
Brandy Ledford.
Yeah.
Oh.
Penthouse Pet.
Yeah.
It was in 93,
Oh,
but still not good.
well, it's
Not
better.
93. He's not old.
It's not. It's
bloated.
not like when he was here leading the chicken dance. Vince Neil.
So yes. Oh, here's another one. Fred Durst. He had one.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I never saw it, so I don't know. It might be worth seeing him naked.
No.
I do remember.
What about the entire band Rammstein?
I do remember when the Fred.
They've had two videos, like two of
they're
their
all naked?
videos, where it's just like a sex tape.
All right. Well, it is Rammstein.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Fred Durst. I heard his sex tape came out, and everyone said, "Why would he do a sex tape?" Now we all know. Apparently, it's something he shouldn't be showing people.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyways, any other honorable mentions? We all good? Good call.
Anything I had, I forgot.
Okay. Let's see. We did have Pittsburgh Nerd. Top 5.
Yes.
Jason Segel, number 5, if we're getting Sarah Marshall. Tanya Roberts in The Beastmaster.
Oh, that's been forever since I've seen the Beastmaster. I didn't even remember she got naked.
Joyce Heiser in Just One of the Guys.
How is that bad?
Kathy
She was proving that she was a girl.
Kathy Bates, About Schmidt. And number 1, Jason Mewes from Zack and Mira Make a Porno. Was he naked in that?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, when they were doing the double Dutch rudder? Oh.
Yeah. He walked out in the his bedroom.
Well, that bothers Pittsburgh Nerd because that movie was filmed in his hometown, and he realized he was that close to a naked Jason Mewes.
And he wasn't there. He couldn't see it.
He was...
So there you go. There's your top 5 this week. Thanks for listening.
Please send us your top 5 nude scenes, people.
Oh,
Not literally send us the nude scenes.
no, Bruce Willis from
Color of Night.
Color of Night. Yeah.
That was
haven't
a rough
seen
one.
it.
That was rough.
I saw it on lists as bad nude scenes, but I haven't seen that movie, so...
If I actually went with like a real list, I would have been on it. Instead, I just did.
Instead, you did people's sex tapes.
Give us some reviews on Apple Podcast. That would be nice if you can. Give us 5-star reviews or 4. We'll take 4. And bad idea.
Give us 6-star reviews.
Yeah. Bad idea of the week, number 51. Invading Area 51. Don't do it, people. But if you do, we can live stream it. So that's good, too.
Yeah, well, we can watch your dumbass get killed as you get mowed down trying
We
to
could watch
storm.
that at the expo. I think we're going to have to try.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m., and that's probably 3 a.m. Vegas time.
Oh, so it'll be the next day on Saturday.
So, yeah, it would be...
They're 2 hours
11
behind.
Or
2 or 3.
I think they're
I
2.
thought they're same as L.A., aren't they?
Vegas, same as LA.
Okay, so 6 a.m. our time.
Yeah, so it would be 6 a.m.
So we still have an hour and a half of sleep left, Jeff, until we get to the expo. So we're okay. Sorry.
By the time we get to the expo, we'll have heard of the massacre at Area 51.
2 million people have died. What did they do? They ran. Oh, that'd be the Worsley Award.
It would
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
And then we
No, we don't do it. We don't
Don't
want to
do
be
it.
arrested for
Don't do it.
encouraging you to do it.
If you do it, though, you will win a Worsley Award.
that would be like almost as productive as the snap.
Oh, yeah.
Just get rid
Snap.
of.
And this way you're getting rid of people that don't deserve to be here.
Yeah.
as opposed to just random.
I like
people.
this. I like this idea. Don't do it. But if you do, let us know.
If you're going to, let us know.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Titles for the show.
I don't have much.
What you got? Is that the title?
No,
I don't have
that's
much?
That's not the title.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. What do I have?
Those aren't dick sucking lips.
I got malcontent alligators.
Hey, I got that one.
I like Cabin Boy better. Just get me out of here.
I got that one too. Get me out of here.
I don't even remember why we said that.
Nah.
And that's all I have.
I have Sell the Pepper.
I got Sell the Pepper. We're not very original. I got Back of a Pickup, Dirty Puppets, Get Me Out of Here, Malcontent Alligators, Sell the Pepper, and the Doughy version.
I like the Doughy version.
I like the Doughy version.
The Doughy version.
Change approved. Well, that was the quickest addendum.
Yes, it was.
Goodbye.
All right, I'm testing my microphone. Ha 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 ha. Testing, testing. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi. Ho, ho, ho. Huh?
You've been listening to Hobie.